Let's march on. Because we need to check free agency and see that dude who did not sign with us. Retired players. Good. We still don't lose anybody that we cared about. Hall of Famer Paul Goldschmidt. Paul Goldschmidt makes the Hall of Fame. De Los Santos is our only exclusive free agent. Nothing to worry about. Farm director. I mean, when Dave Roberts is out there, you got to go for Dave Roberts. And I'm going to offer Dave Roberts a lot of money. A lot of money. Hey, for once we land Dave Roberts as the Boston Red Sox acquire Aaron Judge. Oh, God. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? All right. So, to free agency we go. All right. We are going to have some players to worry about. So, to the 40-man. We want to get rid of Ray Ramirez because he's not actually ours. And again, now it's Joe Dale. There's no way someone's going to take Joe Dale or Ramirez, right? And even if they do, like, who the hell cares? But you know what? I guess I'll add them for now. Just to make sure that we hold on to them. At least through this window. Jose Lima as a reliever. Jose Lima. Mark Elliott's not ours. It's the other Elliott. Okay, we should be all right. Arbitration-wise, Fernando Flores. It's going to be 3 years at 2.6 for Fernando, but he has turned into a solid everyday player. Juan Guerrero already needs his first big deal. $3.4 million for 3 years. And then closer Howard O'Neal, 3 years at 3.8. So we are starting to spend some money. And then obviously we got some contracts to sign. The rookie last year, Chris Montanez. Going to bring him in. Frank Christensen and Gary Dixon. Stevie Varela, Jose Lima. We got Louis Kingman. Eddie Esposito. And those other guys are ours. We got David Sung at catcher and Ray Nunez. First base, got to bring back one Pablo Ramirez. Second base, Scotty Obama. Does not retire due to injury, so we're bringing him back. Corey Wills. Joe Dale. Got to bring those boys back. Third base, Ricky Gutierrez. Chad Dean. Shortstop, Marco Calderon. Mr. Fritas. Sergio Cortez. Israel Gutierrez. We can let go of Arabu. Got Ruben Ott in left and Esteban Guzman. Anthony Ochoa's not ours. Center field, Lewis Courtney. Drop you down to $800K a year. Ramon Hinojosa. And then in right, Thomas Gaucho. And DJ Liss. So that is it for contracts. Now, free agency. Top free agents available. Again, we did not sign free agents in this challenge. It's good to know that Henry Davis developed, though. We need to look for that center fielder that we drafted, Fernandez. And there he is. You rejected a $1 million signing bonus, sir. You rejected a $1 million signing bonus. Retire. Fucking retire. Unreal. Corbin Carroll off to the Dodgers. 40-man wise, we're still looking all right. Juan Guerrero so far is the only holdout. We still have about a week and a half. Henry Davis on his way to Milwaukee. Torque on his way to Boston. Garrett Crochet to Atlanta. Bradley to the White Sox. Zach Veen traded for Jordan Hicks and Brian Wu. 40-man wise, we should be fine. Everybody signed. We're good. Let's move on. Let's move on. Brandon Pfad ends up signing. Yeah, we are good to move on. Get the spring training as soon as possible. And set up this team. So, very happy about that. Very happy about that. Especially for the pitchers, it's getting to the point now where we just got to go with the highest rated dudes. I'm disappointed. It's getting to the point where we can't just base it off of overall at the major league level. Jackson Holiday. It'll be interesting if he signs or how he does. Yeah, I mean, again, we made the rule that if we miss someone, we miss them. So that way it could be potentially heartbreaking over a first rounder. Rule 5 drafts. We did finish with the worst record in the majors. I forgot to check, but we were the worst team, so we will have the top lottery odds, which is good. Yeah, I mean, see, look at this. We could easily take David Cabral if we were doing anything in the Rule 5. I'm glad I elected not to. And so far, we haven't lost anybody. There we go. Yeah, no Rule 5 picks for us. Austin Riley on his way to Tejas, the poor bastard. Pete Crow Armstrong goes to Minnesota, so they gave up Nate Pearson to do it. Damn. And Hunter Brown, 1-for-1 for Casey Mize. A lot of movement from some teams here. Harry Ford back in Pennsylvania. Dominguez on his way to the Angels. Cam Collier goes to the Reds. A lot of changes here. The AL is really stocking up. Case in point. Lane Thomas. Bellinger on his way to Kansas City. Quentin Sands, one of the first drafted players in this franchise mode. The first baseman at 32 home runs. I forget who we took instead of him, but maybe we didn't make the right choice. That guy is a beast. And with that, spring training is here. So let's take a look at the roster and what we're dealing with. So at catcher, it is still pretty straightforward. It is Wilkes. Efting can be the backup. Nunez and Sung. Is that the Coronado draft? Yeah, maybe we did screw up. Nunez and Sung in Double-A. So we need 3 catchers. 1, 2, and 3. So major, mini, double, triple, and single A. First base, Juan Guerrero. Alongside Vince Messer. Pablo Ramirez will be down in Double-A. Burnett will start off his run in single. And then we got John Penny in Triple-A. I need 2 more first basemen. 2 more. So major. Triple. Get this guy in double. So yeah, Ramirez in double. Might hit triple by the end of the year. That's a 26 overall. Sure did. Second base, Scotty Obama. Corey Wills will both start in triple. Joe Dale will start in double. All right, so we need 2 second basemen. We love ourselves some butt rock. We do. Triple, double, majors, doubles, and single A for askew. Okay. So yeah, again, second base is still a big issue for us, but we'll figure it out. Third base, it is Macaulay. Gutierrez is close. So McCauley and Bechtold, I need 3 third basemen to fill this out. So yeah, McCauley in the majors, Gutierrez, a majors, triple, double, and single at third base. And then our shortstops, all 5 of these guys are our players. Flores, we got triple, triple, double, double. Perfect. So we need 2 shortstops, 1 for the majors, and then 1 as a depth option. And it's Hernandez, who we'll get in there, and Warren in single. Outfield, Major League for Rene Gutierrez, still a D potential. I hate it here. AAA, AAA. Hahn will start off in double. The new addition, Ken Hahn. I'm going to drop Mickey Moniak down to single for the moment. We'll have to put him through waivers. Double A is, or Major League is Courtney and Hamlin. Hinojosa will be in triple. Sanchez in the majors. New addition, Charles Rivera. Polly, what's going on? He'll be in triple with Thomas Gaucho. And then DJ Liss is in double. Right, so Major League is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. AAA is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. AA is 1, 2, presumably 3. Let's do 4 and 5. Let's see, 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, 5. Let's get Moniak through waivers, then we'll switch up the pitching. Someone might have gotten hurt. Vince Messer picks up a minor injury, nothing too crazy. 2, 3, 4, 5. AA is 1, 2, 3. AA can be 4 people. Let's get Mickey Moniak in there. Yeah, AAA will have 5 outfielders out of necessity. We'll do 4 and double. So then for the pitchers, Bobby Tom, Coronado, Delgado Jr., Montanez, and DaCosta is still the setup. Contreras can go single, so can Boyanos. Varland. Frank Brandt is ours. He will go to AAA. Theodore Hughes is ours. He will also go straight to AAA. Christensen and Dixon in double. And then relievers, that's an entirely different question, especially with Harper Rivera essentially ready. We do know James Elliott will go down to triple. Jose Lima will go down to triple. All right, let's sim a couple days, get that waiver claim sorted. 2, 3, 4, 5. AAA is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we need 4 starting pitchers to round this out. I went for a reliever accidentally, that's okay. All right, 4 starters to round that out. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hayden Wesneski, huh? Oop. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I gotta send down Williams. So technically it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, we gotta send down one more dude. Let's go with Spires, whatever it is. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then AA is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So Kendall Williams goes down to single A. Major League pitchers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Martins no longer qualifies. Strickland. Hidalgo, I think, will make it because he has the long relief option. If we get Rivera onto the 40-man, put him in the majors, I got to send down one dude. And it is going to be Miranda. And we'll go with Hidalgo because he has the stamina. So yeah, we got some relievers now who before for us were major league caliber. Not anymore. Not anymore. So let's see. AAA. Do I have any dudes here that I can send down by default? There we go. So AAA is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's not bad. AA. We know we got... actually, so we know we got Kingman. Esposito starting in single. So let's go with Wyatt Mills, Brendan Little, and I don't know what else we're going to do. I guess we'll go with an extra position player because they do have plenty of relievers. Let's go with Alan Hill as a catcher to get him up to 26. So simming to, and actually before that, contracts. We still didn't have any scouts leave, and our scouting department continues to crush it. Sim to regular season. We are improving. We're now 29th in contact, but 19th in pitching. Not bad. Top prospect list. Willie Manuel's still number 1. That guy's not going to be in the minors for too much longer. But second for the second year in a row, Jorge Freitas, who is still on a great trajectory. Rick Gutierrez still rocking 8th on the list, so still 2 top 8 prospects in the majors. Jack Petty debuts at number 11. Damn. And then for the depth, Harper Rivera, our reliever, debuts at number 34. And he is our last representative. But still have some people there, which is very, very nice. In terms of, so pitching rotation this year. Wow, I wanted to put Coronado as a long reliever, LOL. Bobby Tom has proven to be the better option, but I got to be honest, I want Coronado as the ace. Delgado Jr., Montana's Johnny DaCosta. We'll have Hidalgo as the long reliever. We will still have... Ooh, Strickland's not on the team this year. Let's go with Watts as the closer, Fielder as the setup man. Right? We got to start treating it like an actual option now, and Ken Watts is our highest rated option. Kenny Watts is going to be our closer. Fielder as the setup man. I'm not as worried about his innings. He is what he is. He's been a 79 for a couple of seasons now. We have a damn good bullpen. We do. We have a damn good bullpen. Rotation's missing like one more really elite option. Maybe Montana's can be that by the end of it. AAA wise, Jesus, I should just let it set it up on its own, but really quickly. Really quickly. Why the hell not? Why the hell not? So we'll have Brandt and Hughes as the top 2 starters. And then from here, I don't even think we need a natural closer. We'll just set it up without a closer and just be like, hey, all these dudes are ours. Unless we wanted to go off of C potential guys, but they're mostly C potential guys. I mean, Miranda and Elliott based off of their age. You know what? Let's go with Miranda as the setup man. Elliott can be there. And then Varela as a 48. Okay. And then single A. I hope to not have a dude with like 5 stamina as a starter this year. That'd be pretty cool. So yeah, Dixon and Christensen can be the top 2. Mills Johnson, although we don't really care about. There aren't the only real reliever we care about in AA is Louis Kingman. So there we go. We'll just try to do what we can to get Louis as many innings as possible. Lineup wise, it does have Vince Messer out right now. I presume that's due to injury. Yeah, because it has Bechtold in. 1 to 6 days in an ACL sprain, but still, let's get Messer back in there. And hopefully he doesn't get hurt. Let's just do it. No, we can't risk him. We can't risk him. Get Bechtold back in there. We'll have to change that, though. But honestly, again, that lineup's looking okay. It does put Juan Guerrero at second base to start. Again, he's a terrible fielder, but every single player, when we're healthy, will be a player that we drafted. with clearly Dominic Wilkes leading the way. AAA wise, 2 players out of the lineup. Actually, 3 players out of the lineup that we care about. Wills, Rivas, and Gaucho. But unless somebody plays first base or catcher, there's nothing we can do. Gutierrez plays second. Obama. Yeah, nobody moves over to first. Nobody moves over to first. Okay. Well, Gaucho, I mean, we don't really care about. I do care about Rivas, though. I do. So sorry to Guzman, but you're the guy that's going to take the hit for Rivas. And then AA wise, only guy that we care about is David Sung. But neither he nor Nunez have a secondary position. Cortez can play second or third. Yeah, unfortunately for David Sung, there's nothing I can really do for you, buddy. But for the most part, then we're doing okay. And honestly, it's not a bad thing that we have, you know, really a bunch of players that don't quite fit into the lineup. It does mean that, you know, on some level we have some organizational depth. We are going to do another season. We're going to put the over-under this year on 60 wins. So feel free to get your prediction in there, chat. And let's see what happens this year. Let's see. Scouting-wise, what pick do we have? It might be 7th again. 4th. Okay, we got the 4th overall pick. Picks number 39 and 74. The 4th overall pick, Briggsy, hello. How are you? And MLB rank, it's a lot of position players. I'm having trouble sticking with a team for a rebuild franchise. What team do you think will keep me interested in the long run? So that's the problem with rebuilds, Colt. You really do have to limit yourself in free agency and trading to make it a little bit more difficult. Your best bet is to not take a team that already sucks, but to take a team that's kind of mid, like the Boston Red Sox, and fully finish the teardown and then go ahead and rebuild them from scratch. In terms of who you want to consider in that conversation, I mean, a little bit of research on your part. All right, so let's see. MLB rank, 4th overall pick this year. I think I'm going to end up being mad that it's the 4th overall pick. First, second reliever. I really feel like we might dread the fact that we have the 4th overall pick because I feel like this might be the year. I feel like this might be the year that there is that elite level player. Wow, David Woodson. I know he's a reliever. Guaranteed B potential, but he fell off a cliff. Cubs could work too. Honestly, I was thinking about throwing out the Twins, but then I remembered that Carlos Correa's he went off tonight. So, okay, interesting start to this draft. And again, we're still in the position of best available and adapt the team to whatever that result is. Let's go for second baseman Andy Holland. And so starter, closer, and second base. Still 4th overall. You got to look for the best available player. Injury to AA, and then we won 4 in a row. I don't know if we've ever won 4 in a row. And again, a lot of these projected high draft picks are falling down the board fast. Not what you want to see. A couple of second basemen, though, towards the top. Reliever, closer, second. Quite a few second basemen. Ooh, we suffered an injury at the major league level. Who was it? It's a minor one for Dominic Wilkes, and then unfortunately in AA it was Sergio Cortez. But yeah, Dominic Wilkes, hamstring injury, kept him out of the lineup for a little bit. Again, a lot of these dudes that we're looking at, they are falling down the board fast. We might be due for another draft just like last year's. Man, this on paper, though, really is the draft of second baseman. Really is. Let's see. All right. Curve suffer another injury. Let's go lineup-wise. Okay, Major League. It did put Wilkes back in, but towards the bottom of the lineup. But have fun with the Reds. The Reds aren't a bad team to use either. Especially because they don't fucking spend money. Wow, Hinojosa, Cortez, Sung, and Nunez. Both AA catchers got hurt. Whew. Some of our rosters are in distress. What the hell is this draft going to be? Man, we thought last year was going to be bad, guys. This could be even worse. This could be even worse. I don't know how that's possible. Bunny, take it easy. Another injury in AA. Mackenzie Gore traded to Seattle. Injury in AAA. This is brutal. Jesus. Again, for the most part, players projected to be drafted early are falling way down the order. All right, let's go for Doug McKinney. We'll go for another center fielder, Alvaro Cortez, and Damian Papp. So maybe some outfield help. Doing a draft to go with the A's. Definitely be used as a rebuild. I mean, yeah, the A's, the Reds. The Reds have some prospects. The A's, I mean, they're... Yeah, the A's are the A's. All right, it likes Cortez and it likes Papp. Interesting. Is there a point where you pivot to general scouting to find prospects? Once we're a bit further down the board. But for right now, we still got to find out, okay, like we're in a position to draft the best of the best. 4th overall pick. But yeah, general scouting will happen a little bit later on. Chu Hu and Lee Yi. Fucking Chu Hu and Lee Yi. Reliever first and center. Tremendous. The South Korea to glory would have been a much better idea. We're 6 games under 500. Oh my God. We're making up ground. Guys, this might be our last high draft pick for a while. It might be. Okay, we do have a lot of position players here. Towards the end. In terms of first rank projections. So closer, first, and right will be the focus. 48 days out from the draft. Only won 1 game last week. Yeah, all these guys fell off a cliff. Jesus. All right, let's start going off a scouting rank. We'll look at Daryl Slade a little bit more. Justin Brown and Homer Roy. Now is the time to see if those at the top of the list are actually worthy of that spot. So we are back to the basement of this division. Okay, all 3 of these guys stay in the top 3. That's very promising. Very, very promising. We got Damian Papp. Center fielder Alvaro Cortez. Second baseman Dennis Shell. So starter, second, and center field. This is going to be a weird draft. There's going to be a lot of misses at the top of this draft. We suffer an injury to the pitching rotation at the major league level. Oh my God, the injured list. Unfortunately, second-year pro Chris Montanez fractures his forearm. That is unfortunate. That is highly unfortunate. All right, 4, 5, and 6 all stuck around towards the top of the board too. So our scouts seem pretty confident in those at the top of the board staying there. Good to know. It's week 11 of 14. This draft's going to be here before we know it. Yeah, no one's really kind of fallen off that cliff yet in terms of like, oh, actually, this guy should be 64th. Franklin Olsen as a closer. Roberto Da Silva as a first baseman. So starter, closer first. What do we got? What do we got? Still winning some games here and there. We're not an embarrassment anymore. There we go. Okay. Well, at least it's the guy who was, you know, kind of projected 20th who falls back a little bit. All right. Anybody else? Roland Spanos. Third baseman Boyd Ortega, who we haven't looked at all yet. Stephen Parks. A starter, third, and short. Starter, third, and short. Up and down week for us. All right, all those guys kind of dropped a little bit. There's no way we'd take them super early. Ray Casilla. We'll take a look at the left fielder. This is our final week, too, isn't it? God damn. Happens so fast. Let's look at Barry Smith. Actually not. Change you to a reliever. You'll look at Barry Smith. You'll look at Ray Casilla. And you'll be looking at Mel McHenry. Starter, reliever, and left. For our final week of scouting. Another draft coming up. I'm going to save this really quickly. And hopefully we do well.